From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Houston Texans. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Jackson now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Off the play fake. Brown. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Watson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Here's Jackson. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Brown. He gets it complete to Jackson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. From just shy of midfield, Watson, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 3rd and 2, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They go play action here on first down. They'll drop this down to Jackson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That ball caught by Slayton. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, his car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. DeForest Buckner in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. 21-0 our score after 1. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brown. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not, and dropped him for no gain.
Now Brown on third down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 6 there on first. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Watson on third down. High throw, but the catch is made. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, it's Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. On first down, Noble. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Samaje Perine with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brown now. Throwing on first down. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Brown to throw on second down. Room here to run. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Now it's Watson. This pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
With it is Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Breaks a tackle and some room to work. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Pats would extend their lead here just before halftime. And after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble. But when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And his kick is indeed good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang. 25.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Pass Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll look to throw again. He gets it complete to Harris. 3 yards the gain there, second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Brown. He's going to air one out. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough.
Fighting through, and he's got space.
Boom.
Still fighting through tackles. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check three.
Now Pirine. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
On second down now, Noble, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Check hot route. Hot. Shift.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Set. 19.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 22, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Tighten up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now a carry for Pirine. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Watson now to throw. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll run it here with Pirine. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now off to the races, down the right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Patriots. Kyle Pitts, 99 yards. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Watson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing again on second down. Watson, he's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Here's Pirine. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 3.
Again, here's Pirine. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Texans 24. Jack Fox sets the kickoff.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week.
It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down, another carry for Jackson.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats,
they finished the regular season with another win. They're 15th against just 2.